Hi everybody, welcome back to Project Happy Home. For those of you who are new here, I'm Tanya, a doctor lawyer turned homeschool mom of 3 kids ages 9, 6, and 4. If you're interested in videos about eclectic homeschooling with a bent towards classical and Charlotte Mason, as well as parenting a child with ADHD and living a more essentialist lifestyle in general, you have come to the right place. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. As most of you know, I am now a new affiliate for EVAN-MOOR Publishers, and I'm so happy about that because we have been using EVAN-MOOR since the very beginning of our homeschool journey about 3.5 years ago. In the coming weeks, I will be highlighting 1 or 2 EVAN-MOOR books every single week just to give you ideas as we are all preparing our materials for our next homeschool year. Today I'm going to be sharing about the Daily 6-Trait Writing Workbook from EVAN-MOOR for Grade 1 in particular. Each of these 6-trait writing books contains about 125 different lessons that are directed to a different type of writing trait. The weekly lesson plans include the teacher lesson plan, 4 different reproducible student pages, a writing prompt, as well as instruction throughout. So the book covers about 125 different trait-based lessons that amounts to about 25 weeks of instruction. This is one of the few EVAN-MOOR workbook series, by the way, that is designed to go all the way from grade 1 to grade 8. It's important to note that this book is available in 4 different formats. The one I'm going to show you here is the printed teacher's edition, but the teacher's edition is also available as an ebook. You can also get them as a student book, and the student books are significantly less expensive. However, the teacher's edition is reproducible. The student books don't have lesson plans or answer keys in them, so as a homeschooler, I definitely recommend that you get the teacher's edition. When you open the book, you can see that it's organized into different units that are each addressing different writing strategies. So you have Unit 1 focusing on ideas, Unit 2 on organization, Unit 3 on word choice, Unit 4 on sentence fluency, and Unit 5 on voice. There is also one additional writing strategy that's covered, which is conventions, if you can see here, where it says convention, and each of those is addressed in all of the units. So here you have, for example, in sentence fluency, Week 1 is write a sentence, and the convention that they're addressing here is plural nouns. Here you have possessive nouns is the topic in Week 2, while you're focusing on writing a sentence with describing words. The teacher overview pages are clearly explained, so you have the trait skill highlighted. You have each of the student workbook pages in a reduced format. You have the convention skill highlighted, you have lesson plans clearly laid out for you, and then you have a writing prompt. The fact that this book offers writing prompts that are like zero prep for me is a real selling point for me. Here you have the student activity pages and an explanation of them as well, and I'll go over that with you in more detail. The teacher's edition goes through a nice little summary of explaining all the different traits that they're going to be addressing, for example, ideas, organization, word choice, etc. And if you notice here, it actually lays out a script for you. So if you don't feel comfortable just using your own words to explain something, this really does highlight everything for you. In the following 2 pages, you're going to see a scoring rubric for the writing. And this is also incredibly helpful. I remember when I was teaching, the value of rubrics wasn't immediately obvious to me, but when you are evaluating writing and you're trying to gauge progress, they really do help. So within each one of the different writing traits, they give you points to assign based on what you see. So for example, here you have organization. You have logical organization, has a beginning, middle, and end, fairly easy to follow, is 3 points. If you have all of those things and has appropriate word order and phrases, has a complete beginning and middle and end, you get to 4 points. So it grades up based on how much you see and how much detail and how much progress you see in their writing skill. For each one of the conventions, the teacher's guide does go through very clearly and talk to you about how to do every single one of the activities. Each page is clearly labeled. You have Week 1, Day 1 at the top of this page and Week 1, Day 2 here. I appreciate how short and focused these lessons are. So for example here, you have the writing trait highlighted. It says a topic is what something is about. You trace the word topic, you read the sentences, circle the topic within each sentence. You ask a question, are all the sentences about the same topic? You read the sentences, you circle the topic again, are all the sentences about the same topic? So this whole assignment can take literally just a couple minutes. And I like that. You're talking about a concept without beating them over the head with it over and over. And that's a feature that I like about EVAN-MOOR in general. The lessons are short and sweet and directed to the point. So here again, you're talking more about the topic. And at the bottom here of the second day, you can see the convention. A sentence begins with a capital letter. Circle the capital letter. So as you can tell, this is a very doable assignment for a grade 1 student. Sometimes you get workbooks and they say they're for grade 1, but they do not appear to be. Either they're for kindergartners or they're for third graders, etc. With EVAN-MOOR, they really do stay on target for grade level, which is awesome. Again, the activity changes per day. So here you have read the different story topics, choose one to write about, circle it, write one sentence about the topic, and start the sentence with a capital letter. So it's giving them a chance to practice what they learned in the last 2 days. And again, it repeats the convention about the capital letter, and it gives them practice with that for the remainder of the week. They have a little drawing activity. On the 4th day, and then you're done. So it's a 4-day program per week, and then you move into the next explanations for the teacher for the next 4 days. So you can really finish all of the week's activities in, I would say, less than an hour together. So if you wanted, you could do this just once a week and do all 4 pages, or you can keep it a daily thing, and that offers a little bit more flexibility to the homeschool parent as well. I love how short and compact these lessons are. I think this will be a really useful book for my youngest as she gets ready for this. Next year she will be in kindergarten, so she is not officially ready for this yet, but I will definitely be saving this for her for later. So as you can see, the assignments grow in complexity as you get further along in the book, which is a good thing. Another thing to note is that per unit, they renumber them by the week again. And I kind of wish they hadn't done that. I kind of wish they kept it as, you know, by now, like week 30 and stuff. But for a teacher, I can see how it would be really useful because they can just measure it by, you know, we're going to do 5 weeks of this and 5 weeks of that, etc. And it would be easier for them to organize that, I imagine. They also have these proofreading marks on the last page. I imagine maybe you have some proofreading activities through here. If you don't, and if you haven't used the EVAN-MOOR proofreading books, they are also really good, and my son has definitely enjoyed them. So take a look at those as well. The daily paragraph editing books. So I'm just going to do a really quick flip through. Overall, I think these are short and sweet and a really good way of doing writing practice with your younger students with zero prep work. So if you're interested in checking them out, I will of course link them down in the description box down below. And yeah, I love EVAN-MOOR, you guys. I think they do such a good job of addressing key things that you want your kids to absorb and learn without taking a lot of time. One other thing to mention about the daily 6th grade writing books is that they are available as part of EVAN-MOOR's new homeschool bundles, as well as their homeschool writing bundles for grades 1 through 6. So definitely head over to evanmoor.com and take a look at that if you're interested in it as part of a bundle, because again, if you get it as a bundle, you can get about a 25% discount on them. So as always, I appreciate your time. And if there's anything else in particular that you want me to review from EVAN-MOOR, please let me know in the comments down below and I will see if I can do that. Thank you so much again for watching, you guys. I appreciate your time and I wish you the very best day.